everybody. We have a really interesting show tonight for everybody. We're going to talk about addiction, and we're going to talk about some of the problems in the world that's happening with a lot of our teenagers. A lot of them aren't addicted, but they either become addicted or die because there's so many dangerous things out there on the streets right now. We're going to do a word from our sponsors, and we will be back. Thanks.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet Westside. Westside's the best side. There you go. It's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet Westside. God bless.
Rock and roll, bro.
Please donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation Westside today. This ministry is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. They feed people everyday hot meals. They give away clothes and food, and they also offer a sanctuary and prayer. Donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation on the West Side, Jacksonville, Florida, right there on 103rd Street. God bless you. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. We're on a mission from God.
Please visit Hands and Feet Westside, www.facebook.com/handsandfeet.org, or give them a call at 904-465-5083. 904-465-5083.
Okay, today we're going to do a really good show, and we want everybody to get in tune and to listen to what we have to say. I have a special guest today. Her name is Misty Clark, and I also have Monica Dedmon, which is in our network as well. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. What we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about some things. Before I hit on addiction, I'd like to talk with Misty a little bit about the experience that she had. Her son was not addicted, but he did get a hold of some bad drugs. So, people really need to listen. You need to talk to your kids. This lady, I've known her most of my life. She does talk with her children almost on a constant basis. And it's just one of those things that it was a bad thing that happened. But it's out there, y'all. It's happening every single day. And it wasn't just a couple of weeks ago. Another person that they know, it happened to them too. So, you know, you really got to sit down and talk with your kids and be in their life and do things with them and, you know, just be around them and know what's going on. Explain to them all these bad things that are going around. You know, years ago, I'm sure we all done drugs, but they weren't like they are today. Today, heroin has taken over. I mean, there are people dying every single day from this stuff. So people need to really get serious about it. Even if it's not your own, it very well could be one day. I was on drugs myself. So I understand the addiction part. The part where the kids end up with bad drugs, I don't understand that. And I'm going to let Misty talk with y'all and tell you her experience and what she went through. Go ahead, Misty.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how they're getting a hold of all of the fentanyl that's being put into the drugs. Well, I do, because I have been told that you're able to order it from China. It's shipped straight here. I don't really know what all my son was doing. I do know that he was 17 years old in October the 14th of 2016. I woke up to go to work with every light on in the house. It was cold outside. It was cold in my house, so I noticed that there was a door open, and immediately I went to my son's room, and he had already passed away. Did what we could do to try to bring him back, but he had, you know, he was already gone by then. I had been having a few talks with him. I knew that he was, you know, doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. I didn't know the extent of it. He had been telling me, you know, of course, I got this, Mom. Don't worry about me. I can handle it, you know. And he didn't. He went out one night. I had told him to be home by 11 p.m. the night before. It was a Thursday night. When I told him to be home at 11 p.m., he was home by 10:30. I seen him. He was outside. His friends left. I assumed everything was fine. I went in and went to bed. And I woke up to him being gone at 17 years old. And this was a kid that rodeoed. He was the Florida State champion for the high school rodeo, or junior high rodeo and junior high. He went to Gallup, New Mexico. He rodeoed with kids from all over Florida. He met kids from all over the United States, Canada, Australia, while we were out in Gallup, New Mexico, his high school year. He made it to the finals again. So he wasn't a kid that wasn't involved in things. He was involved in a lot of stuff. He, you know, family was around. We talked all the time. We talked about drugs. Like I said, he kept saying, I got this. Don't worry about me. And I messed up. I should have done a lot more. You know, you always think of the could have, should have, would haves, and I'm not going to go there because there's nothing that can be done about it now. I know I lean on God a lot when it starts getting bad. Start asking him to take it from me. Most of the time he does, but it's out there. He didn't come from a poor family. He came from a great family. Everyone was involved in his life.
As a matter of fact, I've known these people, and I've known that particular boy, I've known him since he was like, what, 2, 3 years old?
Yeah.
And he was always a daredevil, you know.
Bad.
I mean, these parents were such good parents to these kids, they built an arena at their house so that their kids would stay into the horses and into the things that they were in, and hoping they wouldn't get into the drugs and the crazy things that are on the street. But it's everywhere. It doesn't matter how good of a parent you are. Things still happen. You get out there and you got peer pressure from kids, and you got this and that and the other, and you know, I think back when I was a teenager, boy, did I think some stupid things.
Right.
I think we all did. But, you know, the message here is you just have to be there for the people that need them. Talk about drugs. Talk about the things that happen. And try to do everything you can to keep them from getting on drugs. And it, like I said, it does happen with this kid. It just happened to be he got a hold of something nasty. You never know that. So, I mean, all you people out there that are adults, that are out there getting drugs and getting strung out and doing this and thinking you're partying, you don't know who you really are. You have no idea. You change. And the answer to all of it is you either get help or you die. I hate to say it like that, but that is the truth. Hadn't it been for the good Lord above, I wouldn't be here today, knock on wood. You know, if you really just can't find a way to get things together, come out here to Feet and Hands. Get with people that are with the Lord. Get those special things and sayings and things that touch your heart to where your heart doesn't want to do those things. It's such a great feeling once you've been relieved from everything. I mean, I thought I'd never be the same again, and I was an adult. But the doctors had me on so many pills and so much, a pill for this and a pill to take care of this and another one to take care of that. And I was on 23 pills a day at one time. And if I had took all of them like they wanted me to, I would have never made it this far. I didn't recognize my own face in the mirror one day, and I decided, that's it. I'll never take another one. Now it's 5 years later, almost 6. I feel the best I've ever felt. Yeah, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I hurt every day, but let me tell you something. Us women have babies, okay? If we can have babies, we can handle a little bit of pain. Men too, as far as that goes. They get out there and work like workhorses every day. If you can do that, then you can get yourself together. You know, you have medical problems out there, and there are people that really do need to be on drugs, but not necessarily the hard drugs. There's just so many different outlets. And do yourself a favor. Get in touch with God. Talk with God. Trust me, He'll help you in every way He can. Monica, do you have anything to bleed into this, dear?
Yes, ma'am, I most certainly do. It's, you say that your son come from a good family, and that's wonderful. That is absolutely a blessing. But drugs has it isn't prejudice. It doesn't care if you come from a good home, if you come from a wealthy home, a poor home, a middle class home. It doesn't care where you come from. And when you're young and you're just having fun, you know, you don't think 20 years ahead, well, I'm going to be a drug addict if I keep doing this. All you're living for is basically the moment to have fun right then and there. But sometimes you get a hold of something that just won't let you go. You know, we see so many people in the streets, and you know, Mike and I mean, we've been talking about this for 2 years. You see people on the streets that, you know, they didn't, when they were 12 and 13, when they were playing with Barbie dolls or whatever, they weren't like, I'm going to be a drug addict. I'm going to walk the streets when I get to be 30 and 40 years old.
No, nobody wants that.
Yeah, nobody wants that. But, you know, but whenever you get to a particular point, you know, some people hit tragedy in their life and they just want to find something. And with alcohol, for me, you know, what I was looking for was just a little ounce of peace. If I can just grab hold of some peace. And usually the quickest peace you can find when you're not knowledgeable is something that you can tangibly hold in your hand, roll up, smoke it, pop it open, drink it, pop it open, pop it.
But now that you found the Lord, you don't need any of that, do you?
But as I was saying, there is no greater peace than that of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior Almighty. He has the peace that surpasses all understanding. And if we can get that, just that out to people that don't even have a clue, just looking for some peace, that, I mean, whether it's smoking weed, drinking beer, or eating a bunch of cookies, you know, if you're just trying to find a little bit of peace, there is no greater peace than that of Jesus Christ. And if you know nothing else about Jesus Christ, know that He is the peacemaker, the waymaker. He is, and He always has been, and He always will be. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world give I. Let not your heart be troubled, and let it not be afraid.
Hey, LuLu, she said earlier about, you were talking about her son, and tell us what your son told you about Jesus.
Well, 2 weeks prior to that happening, him and I were in the yard having an argument, and his favorite thing to always say is, if it's your time, it's your time. And my response to him was, well, then you better be right with the Lord. And of course he said, I am, and why do you always assume that I'm not, Mom?
Because you're a mom.
Yes, I'm a mom. But I do find comfort that, you know, I will see him again one day.
That's right.
So.
Okay, that about does it for right now. We've got to go and do some commercials for our sponsors. Texas Law Shield. Is that it? Is that right?
Well, we're a facility with that, but Retriever Merchant Solutions.
Retriever Merchant Solutions. I've got several of them here. There's so many people that just want to jump on board because we are trying to do the right things. And here at American Hearts Radio, our goal is to bring everybody together and everybody to help with the problems that are going on. And like I said, I don't care what people come up with. The real answer is there, and it's God. You just got to give yourself over to Him. Let Him take the reins. Jesus, take the wheel.
It's the easiest thing in the world to do.
Right. So for now, I'll be back.
Hi, Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. Retriever Merchant Solutions is an independent sales office for Vantiv credit card processing. If you're a small business and you're tired of paying high credit card processing fees with a lot of garbage fees and you're getting terrible service, time to call us. We're a direct processor. We're going to give you better rates, better service, and you'll be happy you're with us. Call 904-434-4635. Just ask for Rich Norton. I'll be blessed and happy to help you.
U.S. Law Shield, protecting the Second Amendment and your rights.
That's right, people. Sign up now for a year and get locked in on a fixed rate and get 2 months free when you text American Hearts to 1-281-603-0105 to receive your offer. All attorney fees are covered. 24/7 attorney answered hotline. Civil and criminal trials covered. No caps or reimbursement. U.S. Law Shield. Tell American Hearts Radio sent you.
U.S. Law Shield, protecting the Second Amendment and your rights.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to touch on a couple of more things here with y'all tonight. You know, there's a big support system for people out there that do have all these problems. My support system happened to be the good Lord above. I was down in a place by myself, rehabilitated myself by myself, because I knew if I didn't, I was going to die. I felt it, I knew it. I reached way deep down and I said, Lord, please help me. If you'll just give me my mind back, I'll never put another narcotic in my mouth. He did, and I won't do it. It's just not worth it. Once you find the Lord, things just automatically look completely different. You know, we all have support systems out there. Like when all this stuff happened with Misty, she's from a very large family, a very close family. We all just supported one another and tried to take care of things the way, you know, the best we knew how. I'm sure she prays to the good Lord all the time. Like with you had an experience too. What was your support system, Monica?
My mother, Martha Johnson, right over there, she was my main support system, other than my sweet Heavenly Father.
Right.
But it was calling on Jesus Christ constantly, and my mother by my side. And I have a church family that was with me for quite a while during my most difficult
You're lucky to have had all that.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to have had
you really
that.
were.
I was surrounded by a lot of love and a lot of encouragement, and I'm very thankful for it, because not
Sure.
everybody has that.
They sure don't. You know, like in my case, I didn't have anybody. It was just me. The ones that did want to come around, I wouldn't let them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want them to see me like that. I mean, you know, and once I got rehabilitated, I came out here, back to Jacksonville, on the streets with nothing.
Well,
But I
she
wasn't
was
worried
your-
about it, because you know why? I knew the good Lord was taking
She
care
was
of
your
me.
support.
He leads you to where
Right.
you're supposed to be. I've always believed that, and I always will.
You had friends.
God puts you where you're supposed to be. And I believe this is where I was supposed to be. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. You know, plain and simple.
You had your friend that was there for you, that you reached out to her, right?
Yes, I did have friends, but like I said, I didn't let a lot of people come around me.
You let her in.
Couple
On the
times.
phone, on the phone.
I
We
did let you in
talked,
one time.
we talked a lot on the phone. a
because
lot.
I just didn't want anybody. When I walked past that mirror and I didn't even recognize my own face, I was scared for my people to see me. My family had died off, all except for 2 brothers. One of them's gone now too. So it was only me. Only thing I knew to do was sit there and pray to the good Lord and just hope and pray that everything would be okay. Well, guess what? It is okay. Matter of fact, it's wonderful.
Where did you find your support after losing your son to drugs?
Family and friends. And I have been to some Al-Anon meetings. Al-Anon meetings have helped a lot.
What is Al-Anon?
Well, you know what AA meetings are.
Yes.
Al-Anon is for the family members, and
Okay.
there are some other kids that are around my house that have needed help that, you know, I've been to some meetings with some of them, and Al-Anon, I wish I had been to some of the Al-Anon meetings before I lost my son, because I did learn one thing there is when you're going at people, they feel like they're being attacked.
Right.
When you're talking to them, they feel like they're being attacked, whereas you should go at them and let them know how you feel, how it makes you feel, what kind of situation you're in, what it's causing for the other people, not just straight at them all the time. Why are you doing this? Where, you know, just attacking it. They feel
Have you
like,
helped others since then?
I like to hope
I'm
so.
sure she has.
You reached out and
Yes.
tried to
Yes,
make a difference?
yes, and I think we've helped some. We've
Give us an example.
you know, I'm not really going to say anyone's name, but my daughter's, she's really the one that should be up here. She's 21 and she tries to help everyone. So I'm kind of her support, because she is the one that reaches out to all the young kids around the house. And, you know, we live in a small town, Callahan. We live outside of, actually we don't even live in Callahan. We live outside of Jacksonville. And Bailey, she does a lot. She's helped
That
a lot
goes
of
to
those
tell you,
kids.
it's not just here in the cities.
Oh no,
Well, it's everywhere.
everywhere.
It's everywhere you go.
Right
I
after
don't
my
care
son
where you
passed
go.
away.
You can walk out there in the streets and ask somebody for dope, and they'll find it for you.
Yeah, it wasn't long
It's
after
so
he passed away.
easy to
Kids
get.
from Orange Park, same thing.
Yeah, it's everywhere, and it's become
That's
such an
across the
epidemic.
country.
Right.
You know, it's even getting to the EMTs. They're not wanting to come out and assist these people on drugs anymore. And the reason why is because they've been called on them so many times, and they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. I mean,
Wake up.
you have to come to a stopping point, because if you don't, trust me, you'll get stopped, because you'll die. I was almost gone.
Well, you came to that conclusion too, didn't you, Monica? Where you realized that it was killing you.
Yes, I did. Yep, I certainly did. And
See, look, now we just eat.
why I oughta.
Hey, but you know what? Look at that face. That's a happy woman. That's a happy woman. You can look into the eyes of people and see. The bad thing about when people are on drugs, they think they know what all's up and that they're being their normal selves and stuff, but they're not. They have a look about them. I know, because I had that look. I started seeing my color and my face was changing, you know, and I was taking them as prescribed, actually even less than prescribed. And I still got addicted. So, you know, it's out there. When your doctor wants to give you a whole list of medications and you've got one little problem, think about it. Us women have babies. We can handle a lot of pain. A lot of pain. And I watched my husband, God rest his soul, he's gone now, but I watched my husband, a severe diabetic, go through a lot of pain and a lot of operations. Trust me, you can go through it rather than have to deal with addiction and possibly dying.
What's your message to other parents that have lost a child to drug addiction?
Reach out to family, friends, the Lord. You know, if it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would do.
I can't imagine losing a child. I've lost a husband and all my family, but I haven't never lost my child. I only got one. But I couldn't imagine how this girl must feel.
It's not anything you wish on your worst enemy.
That's right.
I mean, never. And another thing, with your children, you never have a talk with them. You don't think that they're going to go before you. You don't know what their wishes are. Do they want to be cremated? Do you even have insurance for your child? I mean, there's a lot of things.
And as teenagers, it's hard for them to even figure out what they want right then. You know, they don't know because they haven't experienced the things in the world. And that's really what a lot of them are doing. They're experiencing. But the bad thing about it is now, you can't experience.
No.
You just can't experience. Because I can tell you, you're going to get a hold of something bad. And it happens every single day right here in Jacksonville. This country is in so much trouble with these drugs, and it's just going to take people to make up their minds to stop it. The government can't do it. The president can't do it. Nobody can do it. Only you can do it. Reach out yourself and reach to Jesus, Lord Jesus Christ, and I promise you, He'll help you.
You lost a close friend to drugs as well, haven't you, Monica?
I've lost several close friends to a drug addiction overdose, and I've had friends with children that have passed due to drug addiction and overdose. It's an epidemic, and you know, a lot of people I know turn their noses up to people that are lost and that are on the street, or not even on the street, just like they get tired. People get tired of trying to help somebody when they don't want to help themselves. That whole adage, you know, if whenever they want to stop, they'll quit. Well, that's really easy for you to say if you've never even had a dose of anything that means you
Feed them for the next dose.
Yeah. I mean,
nobody wants that feeling.
I mean, nobody wants that feeling, but we shouldn't, like, you know, push them to the side and say, oh, they'll quit, or they're not worth a conversation, you know. They didn't want to be this when they were little children.
Of course not.
When they were little boys and girls running around. Now they just happen to be adults, and they've got attached to something that just won't let them go. But I know a man who can. I know a man who is a great almighty physician, the one and only healer.
That's right.
And just the whisper of his name can just bring you peace.
It takes away the feeling of helplessness.
It definitely takes away the feeling
That's
of
right.
helplessness.
You're really not helpless. I know a lot of you think you are, but you're really not. You can, there are sources, there are ways. And there's people out, just like these people here at Hands and Feet. They help people every single day. All day. Every day.
That's right.
There's sources out there to help you. You just got to go get it. And if you can't do it yourself, go get the help. Please, go get the help.
Don't be afraid.
That's right. There's nothing to be afraid of.
For that fear.
Nobody's going to target you or attack you or anything like that. We just want you to have a better life. Of course, y'all know me. I kind of have a little attitude. I don't care if you ever speak to me again as long as I've saved your life. That's all I really want to do. But yeah, it's about time we've got to close this show. I want to thank both of you guests for coming up here.
I'd just like to say one more thing.
Go right ahead, dear.
If you're not on drugs, and if you're not a drug addict or an alcoholic or whatever, but you know somebody that is, don't stop praying for them.
Right.
If it's your child, it's your best friend, it's your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister, don't quit. Don't give up on them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to give them your entire life, but keep praying for them.
Right.
That's what my mama did for me.
Yep, and look at how you came out.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks very much, y'all. This will complete our session for tonight, and I'll be back with y'all next month.
God bless you, baby.
Bless you too, honey. Good night.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Here we are again.